What is good? What up, what up, what up, what up? It is me, it is I, Mutsa K, aka DJ Bish, and this is Mutsa K TV. If this is your first time on my channel, I'm gonna need you to hold up, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, make sure you turn on your post notifications so you never miss a thing. And please be sure to follow me on my social media platforms. I am Mutsa_K_ on Instagram and Mutsa on Snapchat. If you're a returning subscriber,
like I said, Wagweezy.
So as you can see from the title of the video, today we're going to be doing a story time and a get ready with me all at the same time. Is this not exciting? This is my very first time on camera, bareface. Also, I was a bit worried about that, but then, you know, you're my people, and I figured let's just do the thing. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I glam up when I've got certain things that I want to attend, or photo shoots, or, you know, stuff like that, or just my glam face. I like to go for a natural, but really, you know, kind of face. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So this is my makeup bag. These are my products. We will, you know, talk about it as we go. So let's get to it. So, I feel like since we're going to be sharing a very special story today, we might as well break out the nice stuff. So this is my Fenty Beauty. I feel so cool. I've always wanted to do stuff like that. This is my Fenty Beauty primer. I got this in Dubai. Doesn't matter anyway. But I really wanted to try it when this stuff came out. To be honest, I've always been obsessed with Rihanna. So it just felt like I had to have it. It wasn't a need, but it wasn't a want, but it actually felt like it was a need. Truth be told, that's really how I felt. I still feel the same. There's a lot more from this collection that I would still like to get. Inshallah, I will. So this is the primer, so we're just gonna put a bit all around. This is the mattifying primer. The foundation as well. I just have the foundation and the primer. All my other stuff, you know, to do the other things is, you know, different brands and whatnot. But yeah, I absolutely love the stuff. It smells lovely. Some people do use it as a daily moisturizer, but whatever. We'll get to see as we go. So let's get into the story, guys. Okay, so we're ready. Where to begin? Okay, so just spreading that on my face. Okay, as you guys saw from the title of the video, today I'm going to be sharing my story on my experience with a straight guy. So I met this guy, you know, at uni. We were not friends, but we had seen each other enough the times to know each other. And at a point, he actually dated a friend of mine. So, a girl, mind you. So, you know, we became friends, and, you know, I used to hear about, you know, how he was just, you know, a terrible boyfriend and stuff. And I sympathized, to be honest, and then, but this happened like 2 years later, unexpected. So anyway, I remember one summer after I'd gone back to uni, we ran into each other at school. So this is my Fenty mattifying, what do you call it? Foundation. I like to keep it in the box because I'm always scared. Sometimes I drop my stuff a lot, so that's not the stuff I'm trying to break. Like, absolutely not. Anywho, I'm just gonna pat this around. I prefer to use a sponge as opposed to, you know, brushes and whatever, because it just taps it into all the right places and, you know, just gets the thing done. Now you have to blend this in kind of really quickly because it oxidizes very quickly. But anyway, back to our story. So yeah, one summer after I went back to uni, when I flew back to uni after summer, we ran into each other at school, and I don't know, it was weird. He really made an effort to say hi to me, you know. We didn't talk like that, so I didn't understand what that was about. I don't really rub, but the stuff is oxidizing really quickly.
And I'm just like, oh my God.
I feel like the mistake I made is I put it on both sides. I normally do one side of my face and then I do the other one. But I just got too excited because I wanted to tell this story. Anyway, so yeah, we met. So yeah, we ran into each other, and this one day he made a lot of effort to try to say hi to me, which I thought was weird. I didn't know what it was. Was it a setup? This was the first and only Zimbabwean person I hooked up with, by the way, when I was abroad. The only person. So should I say that? No. Anyway, yeah. That was the first and only. I didn't really like all the other people. They were just not my cup of tea. And so I just didn't do that. Anyway, we got along while we did. Well, no, we didn't. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm a little bit lit, so this story is just going haywire. But anyway, I'm gonna try to do better. At this point in time, he was just making a lot of effort to say hi to me, which I just found really weird, and I didn't know what that was about. And my cousin invited a friend of mine to like a little barbecue, and I was staying with that friend at the time, so I was just invited by default, but we got along anyway. So I went and I ran into this guy. Now, for some reason, at that point in time and, the conversation we had, I started looking at him differently, even how he treated me. He wasn't treating me like the rest of the Zimbabwean guys had, or Africans really, like during my first year. I was just like that weird obscene creature around that time. Cause, I don't know, people say you can tell, but like, I always think that I'm really good at just being chill, but apparently I'm just really dramatic, so. But I like what I like. I'm not trying to be dramatic. I just like what I like. But yeah. So we went to that thing and I told him that, I was actually attracted to him. And he told me that he had never done anything like that. And he couldn't because he just wasn't into anything like that. And I was like, okay, cool. And then on a different occasion, not so long after that, I think it was about 10 days or so, we ended up meeting again, and somehow that conversation came up again. So, as that happened, he kind of sounded like he was considering it. And in my head, I'm like, boo, come over here. I ain't thirsty, I wasn't trying to. Now, I should also clarify, I'm not on the hunt to convert anybody. I don't need any of that. I feel like I've experienced a lot of that already. And I didn't even like it. The truth is, straight but curious people just come with too many problems, and the whole oh my god moment, what did you do to me? I can't stand that. Absolutely can't stand that. But anyway, yeah, we met again, and then the topic came up, and it sounded like he was considering it. And I remember he was talking to somebody, telling them how he felt like he wanted to try it. Well, I thought it was just weird that someone would need a hype man for something like that. It was just, we blend it out, we blend it. Cause the one thing I ain't never trying to do is like go out looking cakey. I didn't put a lot. Fenty, I feel like Fenty goes a long way, and I like things to just look like skin. And I don't feel like being that extra, truth be told, today at least. But don't worry, the days will come. So this is my Note Concealer. It is a little bit bright because I mixed it with this other one that I do not really use, but this one is running out, but I like the texture and how it just makes my eyes pop and So yeah, anyway, we were at another barbecue. That's the second occasion. And then that party moved to my friend's where I was staying. So when we were there is actually where he was considering all of this. I guess I should have mentioned that earlier. Anyway, long story short, he spoke to a friend and he's trying to discuss how he feels like he wants to try it, but he's really afraid, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just thinking, bro, like, can you decide? But obviously you cannot do that. You just have to seem supportive and blah, blah, blah. I was, but it's also just a lot of work. Like, we're adults. I don't have time for that. You want to or not? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, are you into it or no? You know what I'm saying? Like, we can be homies. I just don't have time. I find myself in a lot of situations with people who act like they ain't about it, but they're always asking questions, or, you know, like, it's like they're flirting and then they want to say no. It's, like I said, just don't do straight curious. It's just always problems. Walk away from that. Don't consider it. Just walk away. It's just a problem waiting to happen. Anywho, we are but ending. So yeah, at that party, we then, you know, we ended up in a spot where this person was like flirting with me straight up, and there were people around, but he was also now really lit, which makes me wonder, is this how a person feels in general, but they just won't say it, or are you doing this because you're lit? And also, if that's the case, I'm also very careful of those situations. I don't like first timing anything with anyone when they're lit, because I feel like people like to use those as excuses as to why that happened and how you're the one who took advantage of that person. I was like, nigga.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Worry. Anywho, we made out, or we attempted to at some point. I mean, we were laying on the bed and just talking, and then I just went for it. I got tired of waiting. I didn't know when's the right moment and stuff like that. And again, like I said, this was my first, you know, homeboy, Zimbo. And stuff like that doesn't really happen. So this is my baking powder. I normally use the banana powder, but I don't feel like looking that bright, so this is a darker shade, so that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm so lazy. Okay, let's do this properly. Okay, I think that's enough. Oof. Okay, yeah. So then, we were talking, and then at some point I just got tired and I decided to just make the move, and I went for the kiss, and he kissed me back. And that went on for a bit, and you know, levels just started changing, and I don't know, it felt like I wasn't doing it for the smash, to be honest. I actually found this person interesting. And even more so because what I had heard on the streets and the person themselves, it was kind of different. He seemed like a great person, you know, just misunderstood or like mixed with the wrong crowds, or I don't know, but whatever. Or maybe I just wanted to get it. I don't know. It could be any of those things. So this is my baking powder. I like to put it right over where I put my concealer. I'm not great at putting it at the exact spots, but I do try to spread it out around those areas that you want, you know, to just look a little highlighted and stuff. You know, look like we got some diamond eyes up in here, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you saying? I feel like that's like one of my new favorite statements now. Anyway, so we ended up making out and all that stuff, and you know, we tried out a couple of things, and what was weirding me out was how calm he was, especially for a first timer. You know, I was just expecting something to go left. A sudden, what you doing? I ain't trying to, you know, but he didn't, which was very surprising for me. And at the same time, it made me fall for this person because he looked like he was not a typical nigga, from here at least, you know. And it's rare to be in those kind of situations, especially for someone from this side, which I understand. You know, we got certain cultural values and stuff, and you know, that's okay. There's parts that are not okay, but you know, it's okay because we just know it is what it is, and the faster you realize that, the better, you know. So yeah, so while we let this bake and stuff, looks cute though. I like it. I hope I blended well. I really do. This is my first time doing it from such a distance, and I like it. It's also showing me how much I do know about myself and if I'm good at blending from a distance, you know, what lighting can I see in, and la 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 la. Anyway, so Uncle did not react in any negative way. I fall very quickly, so I started, you know, feeling somehow about him. I didn't give him a name, did I? What shall we call him? Because we ain't out to out people eat. Let's call him... I was gonna call him Dickie because he actually turned out to be a dick, you know, as time went, as you're about to find out. I think Dickie the Dick is actually perfect though, but that's terrible. Got kids watching this sometimes, so I heard. So let's call him Ricky. Nah, but I'd never do a Ricky, to be honest. Let's call him Mark.
Yeah. Yeah, let's call him Mark. So.
Oh, okay, this is actually much smarter. And then I just pat it down. Oh, what's my genius? This is what they always do.
So it turns out that Mark was into it and things were cool at the time. Everything was fabulous. It was dope. I had no problem. If anything, I started catching feelings so quickly. I remember we started taking bus rides to school together, and he would stay over. And well, actually, truth be told, that only happened once. And you know, we actually spoke the whole night. That's when I realized I really, really like this person. We spoke the whole night. Like literally, this man arrived around 10, 11 p.m. and we spoke until the sun rose. And I had classes that day, you know. At some point, really early in the morning, really early in the morning, I just said, you know what, I got class and you got class, so how about we at least try and get some sleep so at least we can actually study or do whatever we need to do throughout that day. That was my loose powder, just to set the foundation. I never used to do this stuff, but you know, YouTube teaches you a lot of things, and I find that, you know, it sits better on your skin when you actually do that. So I love that. So yeah, where was I? So we started, you know, hanging out or like talking on the phone, which is a terrible thing, you know, keeping in mind to the degree that it got on my end, because I'm I feel like once I care about you, I really care about you. I don't want to use clingy because I ain't anymore. I don't want to use the word clingy, but you know, if I care about it, I really do. And you know, he started going through stuff, and then rumors that, you know, we were a thing started moving around at school. And you know, I remember we had plans to go make a booking for my birthday, and we were supposed to go make that reservation together. And this person just ditched me, didn't show up, didn't say anything. And I think this was like 2 days before or a day before, because I got the money late. Like almost all the time, but anyway, it's fine. Oh honey, yes. So then yeah, we were supposed to make that booking for my birthday together, and he didn't pitch up. And then I think my birthday was actually the day after, but I made the booking for the day after my birthday, because I think it was on a Friday. Yeah, but then no, it was on a Thursday. No, it was on Thursday, but I made the booking for Friday because it was gonna be fun. Yes, because Friday night is like Afro Beats night, and if you know me, you know that's what I live for. So anyway, so yeah, we were supposed to make that booking together, and then Uncle decided not to show up for that booking. And then I ran into him at school on my birthday. This man walked past me like he did not know me. Do you know, I wanted to say hi, but I felt so embarrassed because it was clear this person wasn't trying to talk to me, and I didn't understand why. Like, we hadn't fought, nothing had happened. My nephew lost my mascara that I like to use, so I'm forced to use this. It's like a dark blue one, so I don't really put much, because I just it's just too much drama and I don't feel like it. So I also don't know how to do eyebrows, so this is what I do. I usually just brush them out and then brush them out, you know, just to enhance the natural look that they already have. I believe I've always had nice eyebrows, but your boy got drugged, as y'all know. If you haven't watched that video, go back it up and go watch that video. So yeah, I got drugged this one time, so I've got this scar on this side. You can probably see a little bit of it, but I'm always trying to cover. But like, it doesn't bother me as much as it used to. But the crazy thing is, when it was much bigger and darker, people never asked me about it. Now that it's like fainter, people are like, yo, what happened? And they make it sound like it looks really recent. I don't understand that. But anyway, he walked past me and I was just so embarrassed. My feelings were so hurt. I was really into this. So skip la 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 la. I found out that his friends had been telling people about, you know, us or whatever, or that we were possibly dating, or maybe he's turned, because they would see, you know, every time we were together, we would be smiling, talking, like it would be genuine conversations, nothing even, you know, dirty or nothing. It was just, we just had an energy, you know. And I guess the rumors started spreading, but he assumed that it was me. And you know what's so annoying about that is, my friend was not from our school, you know. All the other people were from school. They were all his friends, but it made sense to blame me because I was out. And I hate that. I didn't understand why he assumed that. But anyway, we didn't talk for a while. Actually, that was pretty much the end of the friendship. And then at some point, we ended up at the same place and we tried to talk it out, because I didn't understand why I had been thrown under the gutter like that, because I really cared about him. You know, it hurt my feelings that he wouldn't even give me the time of day to even say or even ask, like, why are we not talking? We actually had to have a third person speak to him so that he would talk to me. But anyway, he explained the issue, but I also explained my part. Fine. These are your reasons. Okay, I understand that. However, you did not give me that same respect of asking me whether anything was true or false, or, you know, allow me to defend myself, or at least, you know what I'm saying? I was just denied that. That really hurt my feelings, so we didn't really talk until then. But then we ran into each other about a year ago. No, not a year ago. Yeah, about a year ago. We ran into each other. It was so crazy. We just happened to be at the same function, and this is now in different countries. And it's like, yeah, this is crazy. But the funny thing is, on that day, we actually managed to have a conversation, like at some point, like towards the end of the night, because I was busy and it was just awkward. I was not ready. I didn't even know what to say, bro. You're like, man's left me hanging, like, you know. I was like, wow. Okay, I think we've baked, we've blended. I hope, I really do. So I'm just gonna fix it up with a setting spray. So this is my basic face natural look. Blah, blah, blah. How we looking? How we looking? How we looking? Yeah, I hope you guys like it. This is my typical look. I like attention, but I don't want to draw too much, to be honest. So this is my basic look for when I've just gotta go out and I just feel like I need to put on a face. There was a time I couldn't go out without putting on a face. Thank God those days have long passed. I feel like I got obsessed when I started doing this, but you know, I've managed to tone myself down. Probably but I also think I got obsessed because there was a time where I thought I could also make it as a makeup artist. Well, maybe it's possible. It could be another side hustle. You never know. I do find it interesting, and you know, the beautiful things you can create out of it. I actually happened to do makeup for a friend's music video about 10 days ago. I was supposed to just do his makeup, but I ended up doing the video vixens, and she was a mixed race girl, and that scared me because I'd never ever done such a light shade, and I didn't know if I could make it. And do you know what's funny is it came out really well, but the crazy thing is she's a tomboy. She doesn't have much makeup. She's not into that stuff, which is fine because she's a gorgeous girl. However, we had an issue with her foundation. It was too light for her because of tanning and stuff, and we had BB cream, which was also kind of splitting. So I mixed those two to try and create a soft, foundation, just so, we could brighten up the face and stuff. And it actually came out really well. So part of me feels like there is a possibility for me to make it out in the makeup industry in that light. But yes, anywho, how things are now. I ran into this guy at this party. We had a conversation for a little bit. However, it seemed like we could actually move past it, but he was being kind of weird. He told me to take his number and he said we should talk. I messaged him, but he wouldn't, he would respond way later, and then I was like, you know what, I'm not interested, because this dude broke my heart. He actually really, really did. I was willing to go under the bus for this person, and they didn't even care to check on me at any point, so I was like, I'm done. But it was an amazing experience in the sense that outside of what society would say, when it was just the two of us, there was a beautiful chemistry that I'm so sure even he could not deny. But I also noticed that because he did not understand how this was possible and how this was happening, he also needed a way to, so it makes sense. Experience tells us these kind of things. I look back at it now, I don't know why I was so upset, because they do these kind of things, but it is what it is when it does what it does. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you did, please do make sure that you hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed, turn on your post notifications, and until next time, ciao!